Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is one of my most dreaded reviews. This is the Gerber paralite. Let's jump right into it. Size comparison. This is the Spyderco Tenacious. SOG traction. So as you can see, it's a little on the smaller side. Granted, the Tenacious is a bit large. Kershaw filter. Ontario rat number 2. And then the last knife, through the sky, the Benchmade Grizzly Ridge. So as you can see, it is a bit smaller knife. It's very comparable to the Ontario rat number 2 as far as handle size, blade size. Blade size is somewhat similar. So let's talk about some specs. Blade steel on this guy is 5CR13, so not the greatest, but whatevs. Blade length is right at 3 inches. Overall length is 7.1 inches. The weight on this guy is 3.4 ounces. Sorry, 3.43 ounces. The handle material is stainless steel. The lock type is a frame lock. Yeah. So let's jump into an overview. Starting off at the tip of the blade. One of my favorite parts of this knife is the blade. For some reason, I love the blade shape. To me, it reminds me of like a whale for some reason. I don't really know. But here's the Benchmade Grizzly Ridge. This is like a drop point meets like belly type deal, and I don't know, it's just different. It's cool. So props to you, Gerber. Moving on back, we got the Gerber logo, and then on the other side have the serial number, which I also do appreciate that that's the only branding on the knife. Yeah, I like that. If you saw my review on the CRKT home front, you know that if you're in a waiting room and you need something to do, you can read a paragraph on the CRKT home front. It has so much branding on the blade, which I don't enjoy. Moving on, this is a thumb stud activated knife. They're manual activated. You do that through the thumb stud. Keep in mind, this is not an equal thumb stud on both sides. So here's the SOG traction. You can see that it's more catered to a right-handed person because the camera won't focus. My camera sucks today for some reason. But if you wanted to make this into a left-handed knife, it would be very hard. Pocket clip is not reversible, and it's a small thumb stud on the other side. So moving on back, here's your pivot. Now, I don't usually talk about the pivot, but I'm going to in this video. This is not a smooth knife, and that was great for me. I have loosened the pivot. I put oil on it. I did all that you can do, and it's still not smooth. I can't flick it open. It's just not possible. Whereas on the Grizzly Ridge, I can just quick and easy flick it open. So that is something to be aware of. But I did try. I went to a store and I did try some other Gerber knives, and it seems like all their actions are very stiff. So that's just a trend with Gerber. I do also want to talk about this. You can see where the pivot strikes, which I'm not a huge fan of. You can see that little ring there, which is kind of ugly. Whereas like on the Tenacious, it just hides it very well. You can't see anything. But this, it does not hide it, and it is noticeable. Moving on back, we got the pocket clip. I do really like the pocket clip. It's not the deepest of carries, but it carries. And it says Gerber on it, which, whatever. If you know me, I guess I kind of rant about branding. I don't really like it when people put brands on their pocket clips and all over their knives. Like the Spyderco pocket clip, it has branding on it, but that's like not noticeable at all. Whereas this is the perfect example, the SOG traction. SOG, right there. SOG on the blade. SOG on the pocket clip. SOG there. You got SOG all over. And this you only got Gerber in 2 spots, but still it's on the pocket clip, so it is going to catch some eyes. But if that's what you want, then go for it. The pocket clip is not reversible. This is a 1-position only pocket clip. It is in the right hand tip down version because my camera can't focus. Wow, my camera still can't focus. He's having a tough time today. I'm sorry about that, guys. So moving on back, the handle is a bit weird. It's a bit weird shape, and I have to say, and I do have big meaty hands. I do have to say it's not the most comfortable. This little thing right here juts into my middle finger, and if I'm really holding firm on it, it kind of hurts a little. But I'm sure if you had smaller hands, you can get a 2-finger grip under here and then the rest kind of lay in. There is no jimping on this knife, so right there is just a smooth transition. Moving on back, you got your just regular screws, and this is like a rose gold. If you couldn't tell, it's not bronze. It's like a rose gold, and I really like the color. It's rose gold with like a matte black. Yeah, that's the knife. Oh, and the frame lock there. Okay, so we will show you this in the pocket real quick. Here she is in the pocket. Mildly deep carry. It is somewhat deep. Keep in mind this is not very easy to get in and out of the pocket. I had to kind of finagle it a certain way. And then just for a comparison, that is the SOG traction. That is a deep carry. And then this is the Gerber. So let's head back to the table. Okay, back at the table. Now we're going into my opinion. I purchased this knife for $26, and I would love a refund. We'll say that right now. Let's go over the things I love about this knife. I love the blade shape. I honestly do. The blade shape I think is cool, and second off, I think the color scheme is cool. The rose gold with a matte black. I think that's cool. Now let's go over why I don't like this knife. When I got this knife, before I loosened the pivot and put oil in it, I could not open this with the thumb stud. It was so incredibly hard. And now it's still hard. So I don't know if you guys have your mat, or what is it, liquid wrench, but that would help on this thing. Next, this knife has no jimping, which it's not the knife's fault, but it's going for a sleek, kind of classy look, which I can tell. Yeah, I understand that. So I understand if you put jimping on a classy knife, it's going to be like, who are you? They just don't go together. Next off, I don't like the shortened thumb stud. I think that looks stupid. Why can't you just get like just pay a little bit extra to get both sides equal? And this thumb stud, this one right here, sticks up quite a bit. It is quite a big thumb stud, at least in my opinion. Um, Next, is my biggest gripe is the frame lock. It is extremely hard to push over. Not as hard as the M16, but it's up there. It is extremely hard to push over. Um, it hurts my finger. So you might have seen throughout the video I've been closing this two-handed because it actually hurts my finger. You can kind of see there's that little, oh, it went away now. No, you can kind of still see it. It's a little, it digs into your skin, which I really don't like. This is gonna be my knife I bring to Christmas or something. That can just be like a classy knife that I don't actually need to use it for tactical uses. Next gripe is the handle. This thing really juts into your hand, and it's just uncomfortable. Um, yeah, that that's the Gerber paralite. So buy or no? If you're a beginner knife person and you're looking for a classy knife, nah. Even then, I'd have to say no. If you're looking for a classy knife, I'd go with the CRKT CEO. That's a great knife. Um, yeah, I'd have to say I can't really recommend this to anybody. Unless you're a Gerber fanboy, I can't really recommend this to anybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.